So welcome back to this short series of videos in which I'm building a RC2014 computer. This is the third board I'm attempting now, module. I've already done the main Z80 CPU module, you can see here, and the clock module. So the third module we're going to attempt is the 64K RAM module. I'm going to be building it with the enhanced bus. I believe this can be configured as a 32K RAM unit according to the documentation, and with the standard bus, so that's a single row of header pins here, and in the pictures there seems to be a link you need to put across there for the single bus, but as we're doing the enhanced bus we're going to be doing the usual, which is preparing the header pins by removing it's 16 here and 13 here, leaving 10 here in the middle or thereabouts, and chopping the 40th pin off the end. So I'm going to do that now, and then I'll go straight into soldering the chip sockets in. There's very little to this board. It's mostly logic chips for selecting the RAM. So chip select logic, I assume. There's some jumpers for configuring the board, which we'll look into when we come to test the board out. The RAM chips themselves. So we've got the three decoupling capacitors here, 100 nanofarad decoupling caps, which are marked 104. So yeah, let's start preparing this enhanced header, and I'll see you the other side. Let's skip to fast forward. There we have it. So that should just go in nicely there. That's ready to solder. So I'm going to go ahead now, solder this up, and whilst I'm at it, I'll solder the chip sockets in and these header pins. So I'm going to go and skip to fast forward again. It's quite a quick build, this. I'll catch you at the other side. Okay, so that's the header soldered up nice and straight, hopefully. Remember, you don't need to solder that link in for the enhanced bus, which we've got here. So the next step is to solder the chip sockets in. So I'll start off with the large sockets first, then I'll do the logic. It's worth noting all of the chip notches are pointing that away, left. Yeah, I mean, it's a remarkably straightforward board, this, so not really to talk about at the moment anyway. Skips fast forward again. that was a fair amount of pinnery there. Nearly done. This is the what do they call it? The taste of things to come. The baseboard's got lots and lots and lots of pins. All those header sockets I need to connect up. Right, so just a quick visual inspection. Make sure there's no obvious bridges. All the solder joints look good. I've not missed anything. Cool. Right, next. I think I will do the remaining pins. So I'm going to do what I did last time, which is pop these in here. And I'm going to hold them in place. Hold them together with jumpers just to get the spacing right. Jumpers will be in the wrong positions. Oh, hang on a second. This is interesting. There we go. Not quite level for some reason. Don't know what was going on there. Oh, this is fiddly. There we go. It will be fine. It's soldered up. Right. Oh no. Maybe I am trying to be a bit too ambitious. Getting them all done in one go. Who knows? There's only one way to find out. Let me just get some jumpers. Right, let's see how this will go then. So the plan is just to kind of, I don't know if the spacing is right for this. One we'll find out in a second. Oh, that's not bad actually. This is not a bad plan. So it kind of just holds them in place so the spacing looks correct. And I can effectively just solder them like a chip or a dip socket. There you go. So that feels nice and square now. They're all grouped together. Yep, that will do. So I'll do what I normally do, which is just solder the opposite corners. Just make sure it's all pushed in tightly and I can solder them all in. So here goes. Oh. There we go. Oh, come on. Flow. There we go. Just leave that one pushing in a bit there. There, you could hear it click. Right, let's go to it. Fast forward, I think. Cool. I don't know if you noticed in the fast forward bit there, but I actually managed to bridge a couple of those, and the immediate reaction is to panic and go, ooh. The first step to take is to just let it reflow and see whether or not the solder will form around the pad. It usually does, and if that doesn't work, then reach for the wick, or if you've not got wick, desolder pump and just remove the excess solder. But I got lucky there, and yeah, as you can see, the plan of using the jumpers has worked out quite well. Those are all really nicely aligned. We're nearly done now, so I'm just going to put these jumpers away before I lose them, and then we'll solder in the caps. So it's 3 100 nanofarad 104 caps that are going in here, and yep, I have no idea what they're decoupling. I'd have to look at the circuit diagram. I suspect there's one for the RAM chips, or two for the RAM chips, and I don't know, I'd have to look at the circuit diagram. There's no point speculating. Anyway, let's get these pushed in and soldered. As ever, just arranging them so that I can read the labels once the board's been built. I think one of my bugbears is trying to work out a component value on the board, and you've not got the schematic to hand, and you end up, sometimes you just can't see the components, and it's a real pain. So I try and arrange my boards so I can always see the component values. There we go. Right. Turn that down a bit. Let's get soldering. One, two, three, 4. Oh, do come on. Heat up and flow. Yes, I'll put soldering over the tip for the purpose of getting that solder onto the pads. You should never solder like that. The soldering around the tip, I think I've probably mentioned this in previous videos, is just to help conduct the heat through from the tip to the pad. There we go. Perfect. Let's get these trimmed. See, my pile of component legs is growing nicely now. I might have to upgrade my metal mint tin of component legs to a jam jar at some point. There we go. Right. Last but not least, let's get the chip socketed. Right, so the first ones are easy. That's the RAM chips. I'll be these fellas here. There we go, and it's one LS04. I'll do on two LS32s. Those will do. Right. Yeah. Let's get these socketed then, so they're on chips first. I really must get a leg former at some point for ICs. So it's notched to the left. One down. These all feel like new chips. And Spencer's really no expense spared here. It's a rather good kit, this. I've enjoyed building it so far. That's two. Right, the 04 goes on top. That's the 32. So this is the 04 here. There we go. And then two 32s underneath. You will bend. Bend to my will. There we go. That will do. Probably should use my fingers actually. There we go. All pointing left. That'll do. There we go. That, as they say, is done. I'll add that to the pile of completed modules. Excellent. I'll go through the functionality of these as and when I've figured it out. For the moment, I hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you like what I'm doing, then please subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to check out the other videos in this series. There'll be a link at the end of this video. And I will catch you in the next one. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.